Tell me what's your point of view? What's your point of view? Tell me what's your point of view? It is your view. Point of view. Point of view. What's your point of view? It's time to hear from you. Welcome to Point of View. Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in. We have an awesome interview set up today with the awesome Trevor and Troy Parham. They are in the studio. Hey fellas.
You look really awkward holding that.
Yeah, you might want to wait till they talk. Yeah, because you need it. You need it.
Like back in the day, we had to hold a hanger.
Like, and hold it up like that. Stay right there, right? Go ahead, fellas. Tell the people a little bit about yourself.
We are Troy and Trev. I am Trev, he's Troy. I'm the better looking one, so you can remember who we are. We are actors and screenwriters, and we just finished an amazing movie. We have our directors on the line. We're going to talk about it a little bit. I'm sorry, I'm not holding the microphone right. Yeah, I gotta get this. How's that? Is this better? Is this good? Okay. Did everybody get that? Is this on? Yeah.
It's just on.
Is this on? Check. Okay, I gotta look like Amanda now. So yeah, we're ready. We're ready to go.
All right. So we do have the directors on the line. So we're gonna have the directors introduce themselves.
Assuming Fox viewing position. Here we go. Eli, take it away.
Hello. We're Eli and Luke, and we're filmmakers and directors of Lost Light Found Heart.
All right, that's awesome. Now the boys have been talking about you. Well, the fellas, sorry, they have been talking a lot about you, saying a lot of things that you do. Can you give us a little bit of information about the projects that you've been working on lately?
Yes. So we had our hands full this summer, but Lost Light Found Hearts is one that I think that was really different for us with all of us being twins. It was a very fun and interesting project. And I'm really excited, for everyone else to see what we've been working on and how this played out. I know we have stories for days. Troy and Trevor can tell you the jokes and the fun and the laughter that went all throughout this. Which we needed this on this type of film anyway because of really serious topics. And we were sort of able to see ourselves in this. But I know that once everyone sees it, that it's going to be something that sort of hits home.
Awesome. That's awesome. So, fellas, when you read the script, did you already know? Was the script presented to you? Or once you read it, you was like, yeah, this is something we got to do? How do y'all feel about that? Microphone.
Pretty much. Sorry. Thank you. I'm here. Hi. So, my brother and I actually, I know, it's like trying to keep it away from me. We actually wrote the screenplay.
Okay.
We stumbled onto the story and, of course, did some research. It's an amazing story, a true story. About, again, twin brothers who were deaf, and then they went blind at the same time. We just felt like this was something that we had to tell the story. This was something we felt needed to be, made into a film. And, Eli and Luke felt the same way once they, read the script, and we just, we really put our heart and souls into this because of us, all being twins, and this story being about twins. And it's a really emotional story that I think everybody's going to love it. I think so.
Wow.
Definitely.
We also want to point out that when people watch the film, we want them to understand that the twins, they chose euthanasia to be euthanized, not because of their condition, but because they couldn't stand to not be able to see and speak to each other.
Exactly. Yeah.
That was why they chose that road, and that's why it was like they mentioned earlier, why it kind of hit home for all of us because we're all twins and we're all close and we're all so.
So what type of film festivals are you planning to put this film into?
Oh, all of them.
All of them.
Sundance, Cannes, Tribeca. Then Eli and Lou they're not new to the festival circuit. They actually, they're veterans. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Yes, they're best of the circuit, so we're following them. We're following their
yeah, because they got the festival experience, the wins and the nominations and stuff. So yeah,
Right.
we just getting our feet
And the
wet.
nominees
Oh, yeah.
are...
Eli and Lou Bivens.
Absolutely.
They've actually got some good feedback in the festival circuit, so hopefully that will continue. And yeah, I think this is definitely going to be a strong project for all four of us here.
So, I know these fellas.
You do know us.
They are not normally bearded. So talk to us about your current beard situation.
So you know what? This this is like the topic of discussion every time people see us now. So we are working on another short film about another true story about twin brothers from South Africa who were pretty much now being held in prison, accused of terroristic plots on like these Jewish synagogues. And we thought this was an interesting story because with them being from South Africa, they've been sitting in prison, for 3 years. They haven't had a trial. Every time something comes up, there's something to postpone the trial. And we all know, of course, why that's happening. And, it's just an interesting story that you learn how the cultures are in different countries because, in the United States, it's not illegal to follow ISIS. You can follow ISIS, you can follow any terroristic, and that doesn't mean that somebody comes and kicks your door in and say, oh, you Googled ISIS. Right. But, for some reason, these guys are being held just for they're accused of
The assumption.
accused of wanting to join ISIS. I mean, but it's a really good story. So, which is why we grew the beards. We got to get the whole Islamic look and try to look scary. Because
it's interesting because their families and their attorneys are like, there's a lot of outcry over there about their being wrongfully imprisoned and their, protests and a lot going over there trying to get them out of jail. And what's interesting? It's another story about twins. It'd be good to get some twin directors.
It would be nice.
I don't know if anybody.
Do you know of any?
Wait a minute, Eli, hold it. Wait a minute, Eli and Lou. Y'all know any twin directors that might be?
Can we put that on your show? Is there any twin directors?
She said you have to get back to him there because I don't know. Yeah, if y'all know anybody, I mean,
any twin
we're desperate. Any twin directors at all, we'll take anybody.
Yeah, chime in.
Yeah, we'll take anybody. Second graders,
We'll
senior
put out a word for
citizens.
you guys.
They said don't put out a word.
Please put that out. Yes, absolutely. It doesn't matter. You can have cataracts, as long as you're willing to direct the film. Then we're amenable to that. Yeah.
Well, as you can see, they are very committed to when they get into a project, they get into it because they're usually, smooth and silky.
Definitely. We got to do our part as actors, so we try to dig into the role as deep as possible.
All right, well, we want to let Lou and Eli have a last word before we take a break.
About some of their other stuff. Tell them
Yes.
all. Don't be trying to
Tell
not to talk about all the other stuff.
Have going on.
Yeah, they want us to be harassed and not them. Yeah, tell them about all the stuff y'all got going on.
So we do have working on multiple projects. Right now we're also spoken word artists, working on our first cinematic spoken word album. So at the end of this year and the beginning of next year, we're hoping to look at all these different projects, including Lost Lights, Down Heart. And hopefully everyone get a chance to view the project. This one is special, obviously, because of the twin component, and just kind of exploring what that is. As twins, we often are asked questions about our relationship or how does it feel to be a twin. But I think with this film, it kind of touches on the twin relationship and how close twins are. It tends to be. It's a very special film. So when it comes out, check it out. We'll stay updated with both Twiintone and Eli Lou Entertainment. So.
Awesome. Stay tuned. We'll be right back right after this.
Yo, good brothers and sisters. I'm your host, Good Brother Marv from the Good Brother Talk with my brother from a different mother.
Good brother E.
Our show is all about spreading positivity, having fun, talking about those real topics, getting down and dirty with it, but also do it with a purpose.
And if you have any topics that you would like to discuss, feel free to come on in, get in touch with Good Brother Marv and myself, or call the show, or come on in. We'll love you, have you on the show.
You can reach us on Facebook on our Good Brother page, Good Brother Talk. You can check us out on our Instagram page, Good Brother Talk. Also, cmpradio.net. If you have a phone, because you don't do social network, you can hit us up on the Live 365 app.
You can tune in to us every Sunday from 12 to 2. Every Sunday from 12 to 2. Come on and join your brothers.
Until then, continue to spread the positivity. Peace.
welcome back. We are in the studio of Vision Video Productions. We're here with Roy and Trevor Parham. As you can see, they already have me laughing in between the sets. But, but fellas, talk to us. What made you get into acting?
You know what? It's interesting because we were into music. We wrote songs and we produced music. Before that, we thought we were rappers. You know, like everybody. We thought we were rappers. We did that for years. And no matter what, whenever we did that stuff, whenever we hung out with our friends and we were in school, we were always comedic. So people always told us, y'all should be on television. And we're like, we don't want to hear that. We want to be the next Run DMC. Now, if you want to talk about that, we can do that. But we're just being us as far as being entertaining and comedic. So, you know, after we did music for a while, and then people kept trying to push us in that direction. So we wrote the novel. I know you know about the book. The book was called Mr. Malik. This was 2008. We wrote the novel. It was a true story about our dad. We love true stories. So we wrote the book, and it did better than expected. So this one over here, no names to be mentioned, thought that it would make a good movie. It would make a good film, but, you know, how do we make it into a film? Oh, we could just write the screenplay. We don't know anything about writing screenplays. So yeah, so we got we got some books, and we took a couple of classes and wrote the screenplay. We put it online, and we got back some feedback from a film crew, actors, everybody that volunteered their time. They liked it that much. They volunteered their time to do the movie. Yeah, that was 2007, 2008, around there, and we've been doing it since then.
Like, let's run with this.
Yeah. Yep. No acting classes, no coach.
And you know what? I'm sorry. Can I take this one?
You can have it.
Okay. Yeah. Hi, everybody. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Hi, Eli, Lou. How are you? I always tell people that as far as performing goes, that we were always the kids who were not afraid to get in front of the classroom and just, you know, when the teacher left, he would watch the door and I would get up there and impersonate the teacher. You know what I mean? So, and, you know, when she's coming back, and, you know, we would sit down. She wants to know why everybody's laughing when she walks in. And
what is all this noise in here?
We've always been comfortable with that. We've never been the people who are, you know, you go first. It's like my presentation. It's like I'll do my book report first. I want to be in front of people.
Love public speaking.
And it just developed, I guess, over the years, and which is a good thing because so many people have stage fright and, you know, nervousness in cameras, and, you know, we love the camera. We try to.
We really love cameras even more.
Absorb the camera as much as possible. Yeah, we love cameras. Yeah.
So that's how you got into writing initially, just telling your own story.
Pretty much, yes.
Well, I always wrote. I started with poetry in like the 6th grade, and I still love poetry right now. Spoken word, poetry, screenplays. I will say that of all the creative writing that I do, screenwriting is probably the most difficult. And people who write screenplays will hear it say, it's the most difficult to get right, quote unquote.
And speaking of poetry, Eli and Lou are working on a spoken word project. Make sure you go. Eli and Lou, yeah, spoken word.
Just so you know, we have Eli and Lou on the line.
Our directors from Lost Light Sound Hearts, they have a spoken word project coming out. Yeah. Hello,
say hello.
They're eating.
They're eating.
You got to be eating. They must be eating. No, I don't think. Okay, there you are. Yeah. Okay.
So I want Eli and Lou to chime in because we want to give some words of encouragement. If someone is getting into directing or they're at that beginning stage where this is something that they want to get into, what would be your words of encouragement for them?
I think for me personally, a lot of people feel like it's so far away to start something. A lot of people have trouble starting. I get a lot of questions of how do you start, where to begin, and the honest answer is to not wait for other people and to just start it. It's going to be a learning process regardless. You're going to learn a lot of things along the way. You're going to make mistakes. A lot of things that we have learned have also come from mistakes and doing things over and over again. Our background is not in film. It's actually in computer science and mobile apps and UX design. So we with a completely different, you know, subject. However, learning the craft of film and having a passion for it would take you a long way. I would say if you have a passion for it, if it's something that's not in the career that you're in and you want to make a switch or it's just something you always want to try, I say you just go for it and then see where it takes you and have fun while doing it.
All right. Thank you. All right, fellas, what's your feedback on someone is getting started? What would be your words of encouragement?
I would say, you know, because everybody wants to be a movie star. Everybody wants to be the famous person. And as far as acting as a art, I would tell people that it has to be something that you definitely have to let go of yourself. You have to be willing to be uncomfortable. but people say, get comfortable. No, you have to be willing to be uncomfortable because that's how you challenge yourself. That's how you push yourself. Take those roles that are totally opposite and left of what you are, because that's going to help you develop into becoming a good actor. You have to lose yourself in that character. You got to challenge yourself. Don't read a script and say, "Oh, I could do this. This is totally me." Me personally, I would pass on that one, and I would say, I'm not. I don't know if I'm comfortable with this child molester role. Yeah, I'm gonna try this one. I'll try this because it's gonna make me step outside myself to be somebody else. Because that's what you do when you're acting. You're becoming somebody else. So that would be my advice.
Good point.
And I think one of the key things that you will hear a lot of successful actors say is that we're not acting. In order to be an actor who people see as, the standout, you have to become a character. It's like even when they say cut, you still have to stay in that mindset. It's not, there's a book called No Acting Please, which is one of the best acting books, ever written. It's like, don't go on set and say, oh, well, I'm just pretending to be a prostitute. No, as of today, you are officially a prostitute. Until this film says cut, you're a prostitute. If you get in that mindset that that's who you are, and it's, you won't have to say, let me act like that. Just say, you know what, as of now, I am living as a prostitute. And that's the best way to give the performance that people are going to say, wow, I really thought that was Malcolm X. I really thought, become it, be it. So
That's awesome.
Yep.
All right, so we are going to get into our question.
Uh-oh.
And the question will be that they have to finish the line is, I get annoyed when.
Oh boy. Who's going to go first? Is this for all four of us? Okay, let's let Eli and Lou go first. Who wants to go first? Eli and Lou. Yeah.
You gotta sit there.
So Lou, I get annoyed when.
I get annoyed when people mistake me for Eli.
You're like, we're only twins. Come on, you can tell the difference.
Wow. Hey, you know what the funny thing is? I guarantee you that all four of our answers are going to be twin stuff. Because I'm
Right.
right. She said right. We say we always, because you know what? I can say I get annoyed when people always say, oh my God, you guys twins? Like we're some kind of pink poodle. I'm just like, yeah, like you've never seen twins before. You didn't, go online.
Wow,
We're like,
look, are you twins?
we're everywhere now. I say, trust me. It's like we used to just be around here and there in the 80s, but yeah, we're everywhere now. You've never seen twins before? Everybody, oh, y'all twins? Yeah, we're still here. We're still
Last time we checked, we were.
Right, we're not extinct yet. We're not extinct yet. We're still here.
All right, who's next? I get annoyed when.
All right, Eli, go ahead.
Actually, it's probably another one. When someone actually hits me and asks if Luke can feel it.
When someone hits her and asks if Lou can feel it. Wow. Wait a minute, when that happens, do you hit them back? Do you hit them back when they hit you?
Yeah.
Let me try you. Let's see if it works.
Did your twin feel that? Yeah, that would be annoying. All right.
Let me see. All right, last but not least. All right, I get annoyed when people see me without my brother, and before they even ask me how I am, they ask me how he is. Because I'm important. They say, hey, yo, twin, what's going on, man? How's your brother doing? Wait a minute, you want to know how I am first? I'm having a horrible day, in case you're wondering. No, they don't even ask how I'm doing.
That can be annoying.
I don't see why that would be annoying. That's important, how I'm doing.
You said that's not annoying.
That's not annoying. They should know how I'm doing. Clearly, it's important because they keep asking me before they even ask how I am.
Hey, how your brother doing?
Absolutely.
Oh, God, that was funny. All right, so we're going to wrap this up. Please give your contact information so people can get in contact with you.
You get annoyed when what?
I did.
What'd you say?
I said I get annoyed when everybody says, oh, y'all twins. Like, we're just like, extinct.
Oh, wow.
Like, they haven't seen twins since, the Stone Age. You know what I mean? So, So I very get annoyed by that.
All right, so information time.
Oh, yeah, you contact information. So you can find us on Troy Trevor Parham on Facebook and the same on Instagram. Eli and Lou, you can find them at Eli Lou Entertainment on Facebook. And Instagram is Eli Lou Twins on Instagram. Because they're twins. Eli Lou Twins on Instagram. They are twins.
They're in the movie and as twins, and the directors are twins. That's just special.
You know what? I got to say that this is the best project that we worked on. They were like the best directors we worked with. We had fun, and we actually did a really great film. And I hope that we'll get a chance to work with them some more in the future because we've worked with some directors that were not, you know,
happens.
you're in that right.
He wasn't going to do the film without them.
Yeah, I said we just had to have them for this film, and you know
I'm glad it worked out.
we hunted them down. We went to the Congo. We got eaten by mosquitoes.
Yeah.
You know, we had to trudge through the quicksand up to our knees, and we finally found them. They were somewhere meditating in the Congo.
At the Taj Mahal.
Yeah, so we finally got them, and the film is done. I think we're going to make some really good festival buzz. I think it's going to.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us today. Thank you, Eli and Lou, for hanging out with us on the phone.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all can check us out, Visions Video Productions, and we'll see y'all next time.
Hey everyone, it's your girl Portia P from Sistas. Catch me Sundays 3 to 5 only on cmpradio.net. Sistas, we talk a little bit about everything. We have gospel for you, gospel news. We talk about our Won't He Do It segments and our girl talk, so make sure you tune in. That's right, Sundays 3 to 5 only on cmpradio.net.
Tell me what's your point of view? What's your point of view? Tell me. What's your point of view? It is your view. Point of view. Point of view. What's your point of view? It's time to hear